Hello, Yeladim. Good morning. It's another day of Mizrahi Babayit. I hope you enjoy your long weekend with your family all together, like we've been doing since Purim. Anyways, we have a very special holiday coming up Thursday evening. We are going to be celebrating Shavuot. We've been talking all about it for a long time. We've been counting the weeks. Remember, Shavuot is 1 week and Shavuot are many weeks. So we've been counting the weeks until we get the Torah. And last week when we shared a YouTube video, we talked about how the Jewish people received the Torah from Hashem. That is one of the things we are celebrating on Shavuot. Another thing we call this holiday, I'm going to look at it over here, we call it Chag HaKatzir, the harvest holiday. And it is connected to the times a long time ago when we had the Beit HaMikdash, and it was the season of the grain harvest. And it lasted for 7 weeks, and they would harvest their wheat and bring it up to the Beit HaMikdash. It is also the time of ripening fruit. So we also have the custom of eating the first fruits of the season. One of the things that we have a tradition to do is eating dairy foods, things like ice cream and milk and macaroni and cheese. What else do we eat? Cheesecake, that's a big Shavuot treat. And I have here, I'm going to read something. It says, there's lots of reasons why we eat dairy on Shavuot. And one of the things is the Jewish people got the Torah on Har Sinai. And inside the Torah were all the rules about how to prepare animals to make them kosher. And until then, the Jewish people didn't have those rules. So they had dairy instead until they learned how to take care of animals properly to make them kosher. I also like the idea that Eretz Yisrael is called the land of milk and honey. Eretz Chalav Udavash. And we talk about the Torah is sweet like honey, and we have dairy foods that are sweet, maybe even some ice cream treats. So one of the things we talk about is people like to decorate their homes with flowers over Shavuot. So I have 2 art projects that you are going to be able to do. I'm going to send them home today. Here is a flower pot. Everyone has a different color. This one is white, some of them are purple and green and blue, but this one is white. I'm going to be giving you a plastic bag, and inside this bag, do you see there's some stickers? Inside, some are stickers where you would peel the backs and stick it onto your flower pot. Some of them here are little flowers that you have to use glue, but you will decorate the outside of your flower pot. If you want, you can even use permanent markers if your family says it's okay. In here, I'm also going to be giving you, I don't have it over here with me, but I'm going to give you a little bag of dirt, and I'm going to give you a real flower that you can plant in here. You can do this with your family today, or if you want to wait and do it on Tuesday or any day that works for you. So that's one of our Shavuot activities. We're sending home our flower pots. Another activity, whoops, got to get it in front of me, is we're planting real flowers, but we're going to be making pretend flowers. And I'm going to be giving you something. These are called coffee filters, and you usually put these folded up into a coffee pot, and it catches all the coffee grounds, and the water seeps through, and all you get is the delicious coffee that the grown-ups drink. But I'm going to be giving you this coffee filter, and what you're going to be able to do is you have many ways that you can decorate this. You can decorate this by painting it if you want. You can use watercolors, and what I'm going to do is I have some markers in my house, and I'm going to color with marker. I'm just showing you a little bit. Whoops, kind of windy. What I started doing, and whoops, some of my things are blowing away. I wanted to be outside because it's so nice today. And you can start using marker. You can color as much or as little as you want. I'm just making a bunch of different marks, and making mine all kinds of colors because I want to have a flower that is very colorful. If you want, you can just make your flower one color if you want. And then this is what you're gonna do. You might wanna do this with a piece of newspaper underneath, but you are going to take a cup of water and you're gonna put your fingers in the water, and this is a funny part. You are going to spritz your paper. You're gonna take your water with your fingers and you're gonna go pop, 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 pop. And you're going to pop, 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 pop all over your paper until you will notice the colors coming together. And then you're gonna let it dry. You see how they're coming together? The more you color it, the more colors you'll have. And when it's all done and it's all dry, excuse me, you're gonna be able to push a pipe cleaner inside the middle and fold it over. That will be a grown-up part. And then you can create your flowers. I'm gonna give everyone 2 coffee filters and 2 pipe cleaners so that you can do this activity at home. So that's your second activity. Your first one is decorating your flower pot for Shavuot, and your second one is creating your flower. I'm also giving you some tissue paper, so you will have lots of interesting things to do to get ready for Shavuot. We did not count the Omer today, so let's get to it. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al svirat haomer. Today is day 46 of the Omer. Let's see how many weeks we've done already. Count with me. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Here's the 6th week, which we finished, and we have started our last week, our 7th week. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days. We did 4 days. How many more days until we bundle? 1, 2, 3. And that will be the night of Shavuot. So let's see. I'm going to add another cube. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to bend really far back for you to see this whole thing. Do you see it? Oh my gosh. I had to go really far back. We've got our weeks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get another one. 5, 6. So we're starting on week 7. We already have 3. 1, 2, 3. And I have to add one more for today. That's 4. So we have 6 weeks and 4 days. That's how many we have for our Omer. We're getting so close. All right, I wanted to share with you. We talked about that in the Torah, when the Jewish people got the Torah, they got something called the Luchot, and on it were the Aseret HaDibrot, which were the 10 commandments, 10 rules for how the Jewish people should live. And I wanted to show you some of the pages. There's lots of long stories in this book, but I wanted to show you what each of the 10 commandments were. The first one said, I am your God, who took you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. And we know that's not really Moshe, but just a picture that they thought maybe how he looked. Number 2, you should have no other gods besides for me. So only one Hashem. Number 3, you should not use Hashem's name falsely. You shouldn't say Hashem's name unless you mean it. Let's see what's next. Number 4, remember the Shabbat and keep it holy. We get to do that every week. We're so lucky. It's wonderful to have Shabbat. Tell this one to your imas and abbas. Number 5 says, honor your father and your mother. You have to listen to your grown-ups. You have to listen to your mommy and your daddy, your ima and your abba. All right, let's see what's going on for number 6. You should be kind. You should not hurt people. You should not be mean to people. Whoops. You should not steal. Let's go on. You should not tell lies. And the other one is you should not be jealous. You shouldn't wish to have what other people have. And these are some rules that are sometimes hard to follow, but we have to do our best to do that. I'm going to turn off this YouTube and start another one. And I'm going to share a Torah story with you. Have a great day.